Alright, adventure fans, today I am counting down 10 games that feel like real journeys. The kind where you start playing and suddenly your whole evening is gone. I am mixing Switch classics with Switch 2 editions and upcoming stuff that screams adventure. These are the games I would recommend to anyone who loves exploring, uncovering secrets, and getting that what is over there feeling. Let's jump in. Tears of the Kingdom on Switch 2 feels like Hyrule got a full upgrade. The Sky Islands pop, but the real magic is building weird solutions everywhere today. Ultra Hand still blows my mind, turning junk into machines that actually work for me. I love diving underground, then shooting back up through ceilings with Ascend anytime alone. Combat stays flexible because every weapon combo feels different and slightly silly too now. Switch 2 performance makes long sessions smoother, especially during big physics chaos moments outside. The main quest hits harder when you stumble into side stories in any order. If you enjoy experimenting, this is basically a playground with a legend attached forever. I keep finding tiny caves, puzzles, and goofy Koroks even after dozens hours later. For adventure fans, it is my easy pick for the top spot this year. Hades 2 keeps the roguelike loop, but Melano makes it feel fresh again always. I love how every run teaches you something, even when you get crushed early. The new weapons change pacing, and the cast talks non-stop in the best way. It is a dungeon crawl with personality, like a comic book that fights back. On Switch, quick sleep mode runs are perfect for short breaks or travel days. If Switch 2 boosts frame rate, the effects and dodges will look extra clean. Progress feels fair because you can power up and still rely on skill too. I also appreciate the music, which turns every boss into a mini concert moment. For action-adventure fans, it is hard to stop once the rhythm clicks in. This one is pure momentum, and I can already see hundreds hours disappearing fast. Breath of the Wild on Switch 2 still feels like the blueprint for freedom. The opening plateau teaches you everything, then lets you wander with zero pressure today. I adore climbing any cliff, because the world is built for curiosity first always. Shrines are bite-sized puzzles, and the rewards make exploration feel meaningful again too. Combat gets creative when you mix bombs, stasis tricks, and the environment itself often. The Switch 2 edition should sharpen visuals, making sunsets and storms look unreal here. Even simple horse rides turn into stories thanks to surprises on every road out. I recommend it to anyone who wants adventure without constant quest markers at all. When you finally beat a Linnell, you feel like you earned it personally fully. If you missed it, this is still the cleanest starting point on Switch ever. Silksong is the kind of adventure I've been waiting for since the first. Hornet moves faster, and the platforming looks built for stylish, risky momentum each time. Exploration in these games feels like mapping a dream, one shortcut at once alone. I love getting lost because the world design always funnels you back smartly later. Combat is tight, with patterns you learn, then you start dancing around attacks too. On Switch, handheld play makes boss retries painless since loading stays quick for me. If Switch 2 gives extra smoothness, those precise jumps will feel even better daily. The art and music are moody, but never gloomy, just mysterious and inviting always. I am expecting secrets everywhere, plus upgrades that open routes you missed before too. If it lands strong, this could be the best Metroidvania adventure on Switch yet. Donkey Kong Bananza looks like a loud, colorful adventure that leans into pure fun. I miss classic DK exploration, and this feels like a big comeback moment now. If it mixes platforming with jungle secrets, I am already sold on the vibe. Great adventure games give you a path, then tempt you off it constantly too. DK is perfect for that because every cliff can hide bananas, puzzles, or caves. I also want those big set pieces like minecarts, barrels, and boss arenas. On Switch Couch co-op with friends is always an excuse to replay stages. If Switch 2 adds sharper visuals, the cartoon style should look super crisp here. I hope the soundtrack goes full bongo energy because DK music never misses either. This feels like a perfect palette cleanser between bigger epics on my list today. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is my most wanted sci-fi adventure on Nintendo hardware. Prime-style exploration hits different because you scan, learn lore, and unlock shortcuts slowly. Samus feels lonely in the best way, like you are surviving inside a museum. I love when a new beam opens doors you stared at for hours earlier. The atmosphere matters, and Prime games nail that mix of beauty and tension always. On Switch 2, smoother aiming and sharper textures could make every corridor pop hard. Boss fights are usually puzzles, teaching you patterns, then testing your upgrades again later. I also hope for a big planet to explore with optional rooms and secrets. Metroid is adventure through and through because progress is literally your map unfolding out. If you like quiet discovery, Prime 4 could be the ultimate Switch 2 showcase. Trails in the Sky first chapter is slower adventure, but the charm is huge. I play it for the characters because you genuinely watch them grow over time. The towns feel lived in, with NPC dialogue that changes after nearly every event. That detail makes traveling feel like a road trip, not just menu hopping alone. Combat is turn-based, but positioning and crafts keep fights interesting and tactical still. On Switch, it is perfect for handheld sessions, because chapters break up nicely too. If Switch 2 speeds menus, the pacing will feel even smoother during long quests. This is classic comfort adventure, where the stakes rise slowly, then suddenly explode up. I always recommend starting here because it sets up a whole series payoff later. If you want story first, this adventure belongs on every Switch owner list today.
Perfect move. Wicked touch. Cool strike. Here you go.
Absolum surprised me because it feels like a fresh action adventure with confidence already. The world has that dark fantasy pull where every door could hide trouble inside. I like games that drip atmosphere, and this one looks built for late nights. Combat seems weighty, with dodges and counters that reward patience instead of panic ever. That style turns exploration into a risk, because enemies are part of the terrain. On Switch, I expect it to be a handheld challenge game to chip away. If Switch 2 improves clarity, those darker scenes should stay readable during fights too. What I want most is secrets, like hidden paths, optional bosses, and lore crumbs. The best adventure games make you feel brave, even when you are outmatched badly. Absolum has that vibe, and I am rooting for it to stick the landing. Split Fiction feels like an adventure built for co-op, where teamwork drives moment. I love games that mix story and puzzles, especially when both players stay busy. The best parts are usually the surprises, like swapping roles mid-level to progress. On Switch, it is a perfect couch game because Joy-Con sharing is easy. If you play online, clear communication matters, but laughing at mistakes matters more too. Switch 2 could help stability, which is huge when split screens get hectic fast. I like when co-op stories do not feel cheesy, just warm and clever. If the levels keep changing themes, it stays exciting even on second playthroughs always. Adventure is better with a friend, and this one is designed for that fully. Put this in your party rotation, especially if you want puzzles without stress today.
We're still searching for the glitch, right? What else do you think we're doing? Getting lost? Going insane? You tell me! The glitch has to be around here somewhere. It has to.
Pipistrello and the Cursed Yoyo screams classic handheld adventure, with a goofy twist too. I love the idea of using a yo-yo as a weapon, tool, and key. Top-down exploration always works on Switch, because controls stay snappy in portable mode. The humor looks light, but I hope the dungeons still bring real challenge inside. Good adventure games give you gadgets, and the yo-yo might be the ultimate gadget. If it has secrets behind every wall, I will happily comb the map again. On Switch 2, sharper pixels and smoother scrolling could make it feel extra premium. I also want catchy music, because retro adventures live or die by their tunes. This feels like a hidden gem in the making, perfect between bigger releases too. If you grew up on Game Boy quests, do not sleep on this one. So yeah, that is my top 10 for perfect adventure vibes on Switch and Switch 2. If you have a favorite I did not mention, drop it in the comments, because I am always looking for my next great journey. And if you want more lists like this, you already know what to do. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.